Hi, Evan Pantazi. The picture that this video leads off with, I've used before, but it's a very strong picture. It catches a lot of people's eyes. And maybe one of the reasons is intuitively we know that this is a strange looking move, but at the same time it has great potential. And I find this one of my top 10 most destructive things to do to a human body. In fact, it's probably in the top three. There are very few things that a person can do to cessate a life, and this technique applied with Kyusho correctly is one of them. Okay, and you know, you look at the move and you see that most people will take a look at it. Kata-san Chin, the Weichi version, and they look at it and they think that it's a preparation to go into the Wauki block. And yeah, it can be. It can be anything you put your mind to it, really. I've used this so many different ways. In fact, when I train my kata, I also train levels of bunkai and tegumi as a solo practice before I do my applications with people around the world in the seminars and the classes, and with the Shihans as my test bed in Mansfield, Mass. Right now they moved to Canton. They still have the Mansfield School, by the way, but it's Canton, and I'll be talking about the Canton School for going forward. So the Mansfield guys are the Canton guys. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to the technique. This is a very serious technique, but as I've gone through my katas on a daily basis, and I add in some practices of short bunkai actions, just to keep it in my mind, keep it fresh. It's in the kata sometimes, but my kata is really dynamic, and I create new things as I'm doing the kata every day. So it's just a way to remember some of the past things that I've done, and give me insights into new things, and spark new things in my mind when I'm doing my kata and on the mat as well. This position, so far, I've got about maybe 50, 60 different answers for. And they're great for grappling moves. It's great for stand-up fighting. It's great for the clinch. In fact, the more dangerous application would be a closing move into the clinch, and then the finishing move from that clinch quickly within 1 second, 2 seconds at the most. It depends on the fight, and it depends on the person that you're fighting, and if you can actually find the timing to get this application in there. Very surprising. It's stealthy. I like the moves from Weichi because they can be sneaky. They can come up. It's not like you're winding up from a punch position and throwing the strike where you can see it coming at you for a second before you have to respond to it, react to it. This is from the clinch, so it is a very quick, very stealthy movement. Doesn't pose a threat beforehand. It's only when it's in action that it's obvious to the person that's receiving it, and then only for, like I said, a second before the effects of the Kyusho take place. They will pass out first, and if moved in a more powerful way as intended in the kata and the applications and the trainings of the style, then you're going to have a very serious ramification. I'm going to be discussing this at the special Kyusho course, and it's great that we have Dr. Jacob McClintock, that you've seen discussions before on the rat Sichin and different blood aspects of the body, blood attacks. This is a neurological and blood attack and organ attack and structural attack and hydraulic attack and electrical attack. It's all of them built into one, and that's why it's one of the more powerful and, of course, one of the fastest, because you're attacking all systems at once. There's nowhere for the person to go that's receiving it. So he'll be at this course, and we're going to verify, validate the ramifications of what this technique could do. And I'm not going to go into what Sichin it is right now, but it's from the Bubishi, and this movement comes from the tiger. Okay, and if you look at the picture again, I don't have a photo editor, so I can't just place it in here now for you. You'll have to restart the film to see the image. I liken this to a tiger's claw, and not the whole set of claws like a tiger claw with the five nails or talons or whatever you want to call them, digging into the person. It's a single one because it has that single penetrating aspect to it. But I will be showing it, and we'll be training it in the special Kyusho Sanshin class. Sunday, January 27th in Salem, Massachusetts. Beautiful, historic downtown Salem, Massachusetts. The history of the maritime and the witch trials and all that fun stuff on the coastline, right on the docks of Salem, Massachusetts. Tons of restaurants around, beautiful hotel and location, easy to get to by train from Logan Airport. So again, this technique will be taught and trained, of course safely. It will be demonstrated, but not to the extent that I'm discussing now. But the doctor is there to discuss the ramifications if more power was applied into it. So we hope to see you there. There's limited space. We're not taking people at the door. You have to pre-register. I'll put the link below, and hopefully we'll see you there. Take care.